You know me, SDMT. Big news right here, man. Bud Dupree is taking shots at Debo, man. This story just keeps getting crazier and crazier. That Steeler locker room is hella salty at James Harrison for going to New England Patriots, man. Bud Dupree has some big sound bites to drop on the media. They asked him if he was worried about James Harrison giving some of their secrets away from their playbook to the Patriots. Bud Dupree said, I don't know what secrets he could give them. I never saw him at meetings. Woo! He dropped that flame out there, you know what I'm saying? Bud Dupree, this is not Friday and you are not Ice Cube. You might not want to go at Debo, you know what I'm saying? Bud Dupree is tweaking right now, or he could be keeping it real. But he also said that James Harrison wasn't the best mentor to him or TJ Watt, and he pretty much wasn't doing things the Steeler way. And this is huge right here, man. James Harrison has been a part of that Steeler organization for a long time. He went to the Bengals for a little bit, but he came back, and he's been somebody that's been a figurehead of that defense. You know, he's a hard-nosed player. He goes hard. He grinds. He's awesome, but it seems like a lot of people in that Steelers locker room have a lot of tension towards James Harrison. It's kind of crazy. When he was on a team, we didn't hear about none of this. You know what I mean? We didn't hear about none of this. Pretty much they said that everybody knew that he was unhappy with his role on the defense and on the team, and that he didn't want to be there. But it was nobody saying that before he left. Now that he's left, you know, when Debo leaves, I'll talk again. Everybody is talking now, and they got a lot to say about James Harrison. And I think the Steelers, they're pretty much saying that he didn't want to be here, and we didn't like that he didn't want to be here, and they should move on. But it seems like the Steelers are like, you know, crazy ex-girlfriend. They just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming with more sound bites, taking shots at James Harrison. Like, they are really hurt by this. The more they act like they're not hurt by it, but they keep, you know, taking shots at him, it says something else. You know, I haven't heard anything from Debo yet, and I'm a sports blogger. I'm waiting for Debo to respond, and he hasn't responded yet, and sometimes silence says a lot. You know, I'm sure when he gets out on that field, his message will be heard loud and clear. Bang! You know what I'm saying? You already know how James Harrison be rocking, you know, and Roger Goodell knows also. But pretty much the Steelers they're very salty, and they haven't, you know, they're still on this issue, and pretty much they don't like that. They feel that the Steelers are getting a bad name for releasing James Harrison, and the full story is not out that he wanted out. Now, they have done a great job putting that out there, but it's time to move on. It's time to move on, prepare for the playoffs, and just getting that, get ready for hopefully a Super Bowl, you know, bid. Hopefully just working their way to get to that Super Bowl. But they're still focused on James Harrison. They still want to throw shots at Debo. And it's very, you know, it's very lame. It's very, you know, petty at this point to keep throwing these shots out there. If he's not a part of your team anymore and you guys are cool with not having him in that locker room, it seems like they're really trying to tarnish his legacy and his name as a Steeler. There's a lot more to this story. Some people are saying maybe this is how the players really felt, but why didn't they come out with this a long time ago? Obviously, it is Debo, but if you talking now, you should be able to talk and say it to that man's face, and then also handle it, you know, in-house. But it seems like a lot of these things are just bubbling and festering out, and they're just blowing up in the media. And you got guys like Marquise Pouncey and Bud Dupree taking all these shots through the media at one of their former teammates. It's crazy how the players want to have each other's back and act like they care about each other, but a lot of times they're fighting for their organizations, but the same organizations screw them over when it comes to, you know, the NFLPA, and it also comes to the collective bargaining agreement. So it's kind of funny how these things work when, you know, you have players going at each other when they should be together going against or, you know, working with the NFL to make, you know, better situation for them. This is a crazy story, man. I'm a James Harrison fan. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to be there. Like I said in my previous video, you guys can go watch. I believed that he believed he was going to be a factor in that defense. They told him, and he expected to be a part of that defense. He expected to play. And when he didn't, he got frustrated. And, it was probably pretty obvious that he was frustrated that he wasn't getting those opportunities. I can't blame him. Maybe that organization made promises that they didn't keep. And James Harrison got frustrated, and he got a way out, and now he's in New England. It is what it is. I don't think this hurts his legacy as a Steeler. Emmitt Smith was a Cardinal. Brett Favre was a Viking, and they still, were retired their numbers for the respective team. So they're still, Brett Favre's a Packer. Emmitt Smith will always be a Dallas Cowboy, no matter what they did at the twilight of their career. And James Harrison still thinks he has a lot in the tank, man. He's grinding, going hard in that gym at damn near 3, 4 a.m. every day, putting in that work, the grind way. And he wants to go out there and play. He's not at the point where he just wants to coach and mentor players. He wants to play, and I can't hold that against him. It seems like a lot of the Steelers players wanted him to fall back and be that player coach and not be that guy that wants to go out there and make those plays. And James Harrison doesn't seem like he was ready for that role. He wanted to play, and I can't blame him. So this is a crazy story, man. I'm sure it might even more shots might be taken. I might be doing more videos on this. I thought it was only gonna be like a one video thing, but every day some more things come out. This story is still developing. More might even come out. So more videos coming. You guys stay tuned. Watch the full videos. Hey, shout out to the gang. Shout out to all of y'all that support, subscribe, like, follow me on Instagram at SDMT619. I got a lot of love for y'all. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. SDMT!